Here's just a real quick comparison of two of the stoves I use for most of my cooking. This is the Volcano. You got the bottle, it's double walled, cork, stove, the cup, and then I bought this at Cheaper Than Dirt. And inside I take some water tablets, purifying, matches or striker, and some bags so I can purify water overnight or while I'm cooking. And this one's the Crusader BBC. Get the cup, the lid, the canteen, striker, Esbit cubes. It all fits in here. The striker fits in there. Go in your belt. Or I can use the same strap to go around. Now, here's a few comparisons on it. Okay, the Crusader. Altogether, it's 1,118 grams, or 39.4 ounces, or 2.466 pounds. That's the stove, the canteen, the cup, the lid, the fire starter, and 2 fire cubes. Over here is the Swiss Volcano stove, 610 grams, or 21.5 ounces, or 1.346 pounds. That's the stove, the cup, the bottle, the cork, the fire starter, and 1 Esbit tablet. Now both of these can be used with the Trangia alcohol stove down here. I can put it down there and light it, and I can use that. Or here. Normally this wouldn't be able to, but I've made a converter kit. I'll show you that in a minute. I've got it on some other videos, and I've given some to some people and they've got videos on them. The converter kit weighs 87 grams, or 3.1 ounces. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, I tend to prefer the Volcano for a few different reasons. Here's some pros and cons. Okay, with the Swiss stove, you can use wood, alcohol, gel, fuel tabs. The easiest is just to throw some sticks and grass on the top. As soon as it burns down a little bit, set the cup in. It's got a double wall bottle. Keeps things cold or hot. It's almost half the weight and not as bulky. The MOLLE webbing on the holder there can hold a flashlight or some light sticks. Okay, that large outside pocket, you can have food, drink mix, rice, purification tablets, water bag, coffee, fuel, tablets, etc. You can be heating water in the bottle while you're eating out of the cup or drinking out of the cup. And with the Crusader, you either have to use the fire gel or the fuel tablets, or with my kit over there you can use the Trangia. But you really can't use sticks unless you rig it up on rocks. On the plus side, it has a lid for the cup. And like I say, they hold almost the same exact amount of water. But with this one packed and with this one packed, this one's almost twice as heavy. Mainly because that's steel, everything there's aluminum. Also, this holder here is semi-insulated also, to help keep the water cold. Okay, and for the Crusader, with the Volcano, you can just put the Trangia alcohol stove at the bottom, no additional weight. But with the Crusader, the kit is a total of 87 grams, or 3.1 ounces. It's just some spring steel. I've cut some slots in. And bevel the bottom here to fit this Crusader real snug. So with the Trangia down here, you've now got a really stable, and I can stand on this. I can stand on this and it will not give. So you've got a really stable pot support. It all packs up. Fits right underneath inside the thing here. Now when you're using this for the gel tabs, you can just put that over. But with the Trangia, this thing sits up here. Impossible to use. So I heard a lot of people say they wanted to be able to use the Trangia alcohol stove with this. So I came up with this. Works quite well. But it adds 3 more ounces to this. This is twice as heavy, twice as bulky. This one keeps the water a lot colder with an additional pocket here for food, fuel, water bags, water tablets. I prefer this. Put this on here. I can put an empty water bottle on here, 1 liter bottle. So when I get to the river, I can fill the water bottle up, put in some tablets, and have cold water versus having to pull up the stove and heat it up. So, and it doesn't add any weight. I prefer this. A lot of people prefer this. It's a great set. I got that from a friend of mine, Colin from Colin Outdoors. But I bought this for $9.95. And I think this is another 14, but this is great. Volcano stove. Just my opinion though. This is the Trangia pot rest. What I did is I took the dimension from here to here, which Trangia, knowing what they're doing, place that at the correct height for cooking. It comes out to be 1 inch 100 thousandths. So what I did is I made from the top of here to the bottom to be the same exact dimension as from here to here, at 1 inch 100 thousandths. Placing the flame at the same height when I'm using this. So I can use this in here. Now the reason you can't use with the BBC cooker, it sits right on the flame and you're right against the flame, so it doesn't really work. But with this, voila, you can cook. Not only can you cook with a full flame, but you can use the heat adjustment cover. The simmer top, that's what it's called, simmering. You can even use that. There's clearance, so you can use that. Here's what they look like all packed up. BBC Crusader. This is the one, first season or second season of Bear Grylls. You see him carrying. He had a strap around his shoulder. And this is the volcano stove. My personal preference, volcano stove. This is just an old camera strap. I think I got it for a dime at a secondhand store. I can also use it on this one. Swiss volcano stove, BBC Crusader.